Hi friends! A number of my YouTube followers asked me to do a video about the Volte di Spada. Fiore de Liberi talks briefly about the Volte di Spada at the beginning of the longsword section, when he also talks about the volte of the body. So, how the Volte di Spada works? We don't know for sure. We can just suppose what the Volte di Spada are. But first of all, I want to make you think about how this information can influence our work. So the action itself. There is no way that this information is not useful at all. We can say that it's just a way to call a movement. And we can call any kind of movement in any kind of way. It's just a tool to teach something, like do this movement in this way. Okay, this is a mezza volta, for example. So we don't need this tool as much as we need other kind of stuff. But of course, it's something that is interesting, just because it's we don't know a lot about it, so it's a little mystery, and it's quite interesting. Okay, now I will give you my interpretation of this free volte, and of course it's just a speculation, and I will appreciate if you talks about your own interpretation in the comments below. Okay, the first volta is the volta stabile. So if we take in consideration the volta stabile of the body, we move on the same place, like if we have a line that keep us on a certain place, and we just switch slightly our weight on the other leg, and we rotate. We can also rotate on the same identical spot. So the idea behind this is taken by the gloss of this kind of volta, which say you can play, you can giocare forward or backward in the same on the same side. So I can play on this way and this way. The same is for the sword. So if we think I think personally that forward is moving in this direction and backward is moving in this direction. So it's just cutting in this case. So the forward and backward, the volta stabile of the sword is like the dente di zinghiaro whip, for example. So it's this movement, or this one. It can also be this one. Okay, just moving the sword in a line, which is the simple and the most easiest way to move the sword. It can also be a thrust, or moving from longa to bicone, which also follow this kind of pattern. The second one is the mezza volta. When we see the mezza volta done with our feet, is basically just stepping forward or backward to play, as Fiore says, on the other side, forward or backward. So I can play on this side, I can do this to play on the other side, forward or backward. Now it's the same for the sword. This time the volta is like this. I am playing on one side, then I do my volta and I play on the other side. So it's this movement, which can also be simply this movement. Okay, this is, in my opinion, the mezza volta of the sword. So every kind of movement that make the sword pass and play from the, for example, the mandritti, from the mandritti to the roversi, or the other way around, there is a mezza volta. When we talk about the tutta volta, in my opinion, is every kind of action that bring us to a specific place with our sword, which is the donna soprann'altera, so, which is the key that unite every kind of attack. So, for example, to make you better understand this concept, the donna soprann'altera can make you play from the mandritto, going forward and then recovering and strike another mandritto. So this is a complete volta, and this is also the biggest movement that we can do with our sword. So is this one or this one. So we can start with the reverso, we go in our donna and the reverso again. This is also true, for example, for the sottani attacks. So we do our sottano, then we recover the back on the back of our head, and we do the other sottano from the same line, from the same line again. This is just because we use our biggest volta, and we can recover from the first blow and then launch the second identical blow. Okay, that my free interpretation of the free volte of the sword. I hope to see your comments under this video to share your own one. Again, this is simply a tool to explain some kind of movement. We can say that this volte are this free movement or other free movement based on a certain idea of movement. We can also say, for example, the Volte di Spada, every kind of movement that we can do around one of the pivot point of the sword. This also can make sense. So this is my favorite interpretation, but there can be other one. Okay, I hope this video will help you, and thanks for watching. Remember to give a look to my Patreon page. I will add the link down in the comment section and also under this video. Thanks for watching again, and see you next time.